Have you ever been in that conversation with someone where they talk about the multiverse? You been there? The multiverse. It's very clever. Incredibly clever. So, and it makes for a good story because in Marvel, which I adore as the great mythological epic of our probably civilization. I mean, I can see aliens finding all this stuff later after we destroy the planet the way we would. I mean, if you're an atheist, right? The way that you envision the end of Earth, right? And somebody finds like just the the DVD copy straight through, but no special like directorial editing or whatever of the Marvel universe, and they watch it, and it's the history of our planet. They're gonna believe it, right? It's gonna be, or they're gonna think that's your religion, right? It is the mythology. It's the story which I'm thanking God for because it has formed so many young men in our day with at least a belief that evil is bad and evil tries to kill half the population for the good of the other half, right? So thank you, Hollywood and Disney, for worldview brainwashing the next era to at least press back against the nihilism you've just raised my generation on. Oh, it's glorious to watch the story of Jesus come back to life without you being able to do a thing about it. Oh, anyway, so my point is not that Marvel's universe is the story of Jesus. My point is that you can't stop telling mythologies that are similar to the truth of who God speaks himself to be to us. No matter how hard you try to veer off it, the natural law, the design, the first use, it bends you all back to it. So ultimately start telling stories about redeemed sinners like Tony Stark, who starts out as a philandering drunk who wouldn't help anybody for himself except himself. Who does, well, have you not seen it? For pity's sakes. You got to watch all the movies to get the story arc of how that sinner becomes one who's willing to die. And how? It's because he learns to love, right? He learns grace, and he becomes then an image of that crucified one who gives us that ultimately, not as a story, but in fact and in truth, right? To close that great, dangerous wormhole that we can see plenty of the other side of the abyss from which Satan's lies have come. And if you can't see that, it just means you're not looking, you're not paying attention to the sickness and the death and the war and all the other stuff that should convince you that it's pretty bad out there.